Hello everyone, today's battle, who do you think will win in a battle between Yog-Sothoth and the Living Tribunal? Yog-Sothoth is an external deity, often depicted as the embodiment of the universe and time. He exists outside of space and time and has immense cosmic power. Yog-Sothoth can control time and space, can manipulate reality, and is often considered omnipotent. He can transcend dimensions and is associated with forbidden knowledge. The Living Tribunal is a cosmic entity that acts as the judge of the multiverse, ensuring balance and order between realities. The Living Tribunal possesses near-omnipotent powers, including reality manipulation, omniscience, and the ability to judge and enforce cosmic law. He can intervene in conflicts between powerful beings and is described as the guardian of the multiverse. Both entities possess immense power, but their abilities are different. Yog-Sothoth's ability to manipulate time and space may give him an advantage in terms of unpredictability and cosmic scale. However, the Living Tribunal's role as a cosmic judge may allow him to counter or nullify Yog-Sothoth's actions if deemed necessary to maintain balance. Before we dive into the analysis, please hit the subscribe button and remember to turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. Thank you very much. Yog-Sothoth is an outer god in the Cthulhu mythos universe born from the nameless mist. He is known as the ancestor of Cthulhu, Hastur the Unspeakable, and Vormi, and the father of Wilbur Wheatley. According to legend, Yog-Sothoth is considered the second most powerful entity in the entire Cthulhu mythos. Like many Lovecraftian deities, Yog-Sothoth appears in a variety of forms in the mythos universe. It is generally agreed that he is often depicted as a glowing sphere, sometimes with eyes or tendrils in some versions, or simply as a spherical entity. It is implied or sometimes directly stated that Yog-Sothoth is an omnipotent being confined outside the universe. With the ability to perceive all of space and time, he cannot be kept from any secrets. Yog-Sothoth, also known as the Key and the Gate, is an eternal entity that transcends all conventional space and time. He also has absolute control over both space and time. With his omniscience, Yog-Sothoth sees everything, every event from the beginning to the end of the universe. Its nature is that of limitless presence, present everywhere at once. Described as the ultimate symbol of immortality and omnipotence, Yog-Sothoth never decays or disappears. Existing eternally in distant and mysterious realms, Yog-Sothoth is a cosmic entity that cannot be touched by any lesser gods or beings from the lower realms of existence. Yog-Sothoth's nature is completely beyond the influence of lesser forces, making any attempt to attack or subdue it futile. Considered the embodiment of absolute knowledge and infinite power, or the influence of lesser divine entities. Yog-Sothoth's invulnerability lies not in its sheer power, but in its fusion with the primordial essence of reality, where nothing can touch or harm it. This is the ultimate embodiment of immutable power and is absolutely invincible to anything weaker than itself. Yog-Sothoth holds all knowledge of everything past, present, and future. No secret in the universe can escape this entity's knowledge from distant beginnings to yet to come ends. In addition to his omniscience, Yog-Sothoth has the power to manipulate reality at will, altering the structure of the universe and causing chaos beyond the comprehension of humans and lesser gods. Reality can be warped, altered, or completely destroyed by his hands. Although not omnipotent by absolute definition, Yog-Sothoth's power reaches limits that few entities can match. His presence is a nightmare for all living beings, as he can cause the order of the universe to collapse with the slightest touch of his eternal will. The sun and the entire universe converge at a single point, where the accumulated energy reaches its maximum limit and explodes into shockwaves. It is these waves of energy that Yog-Sothoth uses as a means of transmitting his thoughts and communicating with reality. With its nature far beyond the laws of cause and effect, Yog-Sothoth is not bound by the cause and effect relationships that other entities are. It possesses powerful telepathic abilities, allowing it to communicate ideas without the need for words or physical means. Not only that, this entity can also manipulate cause and effect at will, reversing the chain of events and changing the future or the past. This unique quality goes hand in hand with the concept of negative durability, where nothing can weaken or destroy its eternal nature. In fact, Shuma-Gorath is superior to Marvel's versions of Azathoth and Yog-Sothoth, and to the Cthulhu mythos cosmology. Shuma-Gorath is said to have powers similar to Eternity. There is even more evidence to prove this, because Eternity is equal to Chaos King, and Chaos King is an aspect of Oblivion. Subscribe to the channel, it will help us a lot, and moreover, you will see great videos every day. You are the best, thank you very much. The Living Tribunal is a cosmic entity in human form with superior power. Existing since the beginning of the universe, its main task is to maintain balance for the entire multiverse, including all the universes in the Marvel system, against the effects of mystical forces. The Tribunal has the power to intervene to prevent one universe from accumulating too much power compared to the others, or to disrupt the order of the universe in certain ways. As a supervisor, it ensures that the balance between good and evil is always maintained. In cases where the issue only affects a specific universe, the Living Tribunal often leaves the final decision to abstract entities within that universe. The Living Tribunal has no counterpart in the entire multiverse, but it can exist on multiple levels of reality, creating variations in how humans perceive it. In its role as a guarantor of mystical balance, the Tribunal possesses the power to destroy an entire planet and supernova a star with a single bolt of energy. The Tribunal's most iconic feature is its three faces, each representing a different principle. The front face represents justice and is often the speaking face, the hooded face on the right represents necessity, and the half-hooded face on the left represents vengeance. All of the faces of the Living Tribunal must reach consensus before the entity can intervene. In a future event, the Living Tribunal was destroyed by three Beyonders, a near-omnipotent alien race. After the Tribunal's fall, Adam Warlock was chosen to succeed him as the new Living Tribunal. The Living Tribunal possesses immense power to manipulate and warp reality on a multiversal level, an ability that goes beyond the normal limits of space and time. With this power, it can alter or reshape the entire fabric of reality, from the smallest elements in a single universe to causing the collapse or complete restructuring of countless multiverses at once. This manipulative ability is powerful enough to destroy entire universes. In addition to controlling reality, the Living Tribunal also has the ability to travel between different universes without any limitations, demonstrating the power to freely travel between dimensions. Its role as the supreme being of balance ensures that nothing happens outside its control, as every decision is made with absolute and unchallenged authority, and has the ability to control an unlimited multiverse that transcends matter, energy, magic, time, and even space. It has enough power to create multiverses and resurrect universes with a snap of its fingers. It is believed that the Living Tribunal has the ability to observe the past, present, and future, as long as it is not bound by the Supreme Being's power. This ability allows the Living Tribunal to perceive all events in the universe, including what has happened, what has happened, what is happening, and what will come. However, its power is not always limitless, as it can be limited by the influence of the Supreme Being. The Living Tribunal has complete awareness of the entire multiverse, so every event in the universe cannot escape the Living Tribunal's supervision and intervention. From a destroyed universe to a destroyed planet, the Living Tribunal will always be aware of every event. With its omnipotent power, the Living Tribunal can intervene to maintain balance and adjust any cosmic event, protect important cosmic structures, or recreate what has been destroyed. Any change, no matter how small or large, in the universe cannot escape the Living Tribunal's eyes. The Living Tribunal is completely invulnerable. No physical, mental, or spiritual attack can damage or scratch the Living Tribunal's body. Only beings that are near omnipotent or completely omnipotent can kill the Living Tribunal. With its great power, the Living Tribunal can change its size indefinitely at will, and is also capable of teleporting any being in the multiverse, including itself. The Living Tribunal possesses near limitless psionic power to an unknown extent, allowing it to manipulate everything from consciousness to cosmic reality. Additionally, the Living Tribunal has the ability to manipulate cosmic energy beyond the limits of the entire multiverse, making its power immeasurable and unstoppable. As the ultimate protector of the multiverse, the Living Tribunal transcends the limits of space and time, and possibly even the very definition of reality itself. The Living Tribunal is not only a force of order, but also the embodiment of judgment throughout the entire multiverse. This role of the Living Tribunal is not too difficult to understand because it represents justice and law in the universe, or perhaps even in all of reality. With limitless power, the Living Tribunal can determine and maintain the balance between all entities, from different universes to the living beings in them. Every decision of the Living Tribunal is not only an act of order, but also an assurance that every event, big or small, is handled fairly and reasonably, regardless of time or space. The Living Tribunal's power can regulate and maintain the existence of all universes. Although extremely powerful, LT still has certain limits. He is subordinate to the OA and only acts when the balance of the multiverse is threatened. There have been cases where LT has been defeated or influenced by other forces, although very rare. Please subscribe to the channel, it will help us a lot, and moreover, you will see great videos every day. You are the best, thank you very much. Both are equally powerful, and their parents or creators are the most powerful beings in their multiverse from Marvel, the Omniverse. However, both can be destroyed by beings of far greater power, which I think the previous answers have not made clear. However, I will make the following observation. Despite their immense power, both have weaknesses against far greater forces. Their existence is not limitless and can be threatened by superior entities that they cannot defeat. No matter how great their power, it cannot be denied that in the vast universe, there are always more powerful beings waiting for the opportunity to test the true strength of such beings. As I mentioned, coming to this conclusion is not simple for various reasons. I need to thoroughly research both gods and the abilities they possess. Although both have quite similar strength, combat experience will be an important factor that gives the Living Tribunal an advantage. And here's the second reason I believe the Living Tribunal would win this fight. We've never seen the most powerful outer gods, like a Yog-Sothoth and Yog-Sothoth, engage in actual combat with any being. While they're certainly powerful, the lack of direct confrontations makes it difficult to fully assess their fighting abilities. The Living Tribunal, on the other hand, is a battle-hardened warrior with a deep understanding of how to maintain balance in the universe. It's possible that the Living Tribunal was destroyed by the Beyonders, but it's worth noting that the Beyonders are roughly on par with beings like the Beyonder Yog-Sothoth and the Living Tribunal. One Beyonder would be enough to cause the Living Tribunal major problems, but 3 Beyonders would be a challenge beyond the Living Tribunal's capabilities. With 3 such powerful beings, the Living Tribunal may not be able to handle it. This is why a confrontation with 3 Beyonders is so dangerous, as they could affect the multiverse at once and surpass the powers that the Living Tribunal possesses. When 3 Beyonders join forces, victory becomes nearly impossible for the Living Tribunal, even with its combat experience and ability to control the universe. In order to truly destroy the Living Tribunal, these entities would have to be present in all realities, and the battle would have to take place simultaneously on all levels. We don't know exactly how long the battle lasted, but it was a considerable amount of time. Ultimately, the Living Tribunal was defeated, and while we can't be sure if these entities could do the same to Yog-Sothoth, my intuition tells me that they could deal with Yog-Sothoth in the same way. One point worth noting is that for those who believe that Yog-Sothoth transcends time and space, the Living Tribunal is also capable of doing the same. However, what makes me consider the Living Tribunal superior to Yog-Sothoth is the ability to transcend reality, something that Yog-Sothoth has never been able to do. The Living Tribunal can go further than any other entity winning. If winning is understood as the complete overwhelming power, then Yog-Sothoth can prevail. However, if winning is understood as the ability to complete his goals, then LT can be considered winning, because he always completes his mission of maintaining the balance of the multiverse. And the Living Tribunal has more authority over the multiverse than the 8th universe itself, meaning, as I said, existence, non-existence, concepts, reality and non-reality, and control of the invisible yin and yang. Concepts and boundaries and ascension to the absolute boundless state that exists outside of all existence, all concepts and dimensions, is something that the TLT can manipulate on a larger scale. I hope you enjoyed this fight. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Follow me if you like. That's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much.